welcome back to the Corporate Esports Association Dota 2 Spring 2020 tournament. I actually missed this game. This is a week 1 game, but somehow it slipped through the cracks. I guess the replay just wasn't uploaded in a reasonable fashion, but I finally got my hands on it. We've got Fail of Discord representing Discord and Morgan Freefarm representing Amazon. So I mean, I'm excited to see how this game's gonna go. I don't know what the result is, even though I looked at the bracket somewhat a week ago, but I still don't know how this game's going. So this will be exciting. But already a long draft. Oh, I'm also feeling somewhat under the weather. I'm hoping it's nothing serious, but there may be some sniffles during this cast, so I do apologize for that ahead of time. I'll try my best to mute myself. So if you ever see me reaching for my headphone like this, I've got a mute button on the back. I'm probably gonna sneeze. So okay, we're starting off hot with a Skywrath ban. Oh, this is a hero. I've been seeing Skywrath a lot more recently in my pubs. He just, I don't know, he's so much damage. I don't get it. You just melt enemy heroes. If you have any setup for him at all, then it's instant death every time. So it's just you get 60 seconds, it's time to find another kill. Let me blow someone else up. And it's very easy to snowball this hero, so I don't know. Every time I try playing Skywrath, it just doesn't go well. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm not buying enough null talismans. Who knows? Bloodseeker ban on Fail of Discord. I've also been seeing this hero a lot. I'm sick of it. It's way too busted. It just feels impossible to gank him. He gets turned around really quickly. If you don't 100 to 0 him, he just runs away because he drops a blood right on the ground, and then he gets a ton of movement speed and he just runs out. Enchantress banned out for Morgan Freefarm. I think this game was played after 7.24B came out, so I think Enchantress got gutted pretty hard by the mana cost nerf on Impetus. It's a little bit extreme. It's 65 mana on all levels, which is higher than it ever was at any point before. But apparently he's still a good hero. I mean, we saw Enchantress a few times at the minor. One thing I saw that I didn't know you could do in the past is there was one gank that happened where there was a Beastmaster, and then the boar attacked someone, was gonna do the finishing blow, and then Enchantress enchanted the boar and it became a deny, and I was I've never seen that before. That was pretty dope. But don't think we'll see that this game because she's banned. You can probably do the same with Chen, to be honest, but I don't think we'll see a Chen player. I mean, if there's a Chen player here, that's something to watch out for. Chen is definitely a specialty hero. Vengeance PL banned out. Pretty normal. You usually don't see too many first phases PLs, but I mean, I picked PL in the first phase in my game, so I can't really flame too hard here. Alright, Ancient Apparition and Lion coming out. I personally think Lion is a trash hero right now. And that's the hot scoop. I think this hero just doesn't do enough. It's just, he's really weak in lane. His cast ranges are very short. The finger cooldown is a little bit too long. I think maybe if it was 140, I could get more on board with that. You know, it goes 140, 160. I think it's 160, 140 now, but still, I think it's a little bit too long early on. You just you make one rotation at at the 10-minute mark, you get your level 6 from the tome, and then you're useless for 2.5 minutes. And that's not Void, where you Void also got his credits view changed to 160-second cooldown at all levels. But at least you just go farm if you're Void, right? But Lion doesn't really have that option. He's a support. You gotta stay active all the time. So I think Lion is definitely missing something right now. I would be okay with him having the really long cooldown on Finger, because understandably it stacks. But something about his other spells needs to go up. or even just like his base damage. If his base damage was like up by 6, I could be on board with that. I'd probably pick Lion again. But instead, we got Gyrocopter pretty early on, and an Axe as well. Axe pick is not too surprising early on, but I mean, there's still a lot of opportunities, right? I think Axe is probably just going to cut the wave. I don't really see him being able to fight the Gyro head on. But they already know this. I think it's going to be position 5 Ancient Apparition. I don't think it's going to be mid for sure. So they already know what the safe lane matchup is. So I like this Axe pick in the sense that, like, oh, you already know what your matchup's going to be. So let's just pick it now. I mean, you can play Gyro in mid, and it's not that common.
Only 10 seconds.
I think Gyro in the safe lane is probably a bit better. He doesn't have kill potential by himself early on. So Monkey King Husker banned out. I mean, the Monkey King one is interesting because you always see Monkey King in safe lane. Obviously, there's like mid Monkey Kings too, but it's not that common. So Phantom Assassin banned out. Yeah, I mean, they must think this Gyro is like a mid or something. Position 4 Gyro? Is this happening? Like Max Rocket? I mean, I've seen it before. It worked. We won that game, but I don't think it was the Gyro's. I don't think Gyro was the reason we won. There were a bunch of other factors, but I mean, it could be a support Gyro. It would be interesting. Oh wait, I'm derping like super hard here. Like this is Discord's ban, not Freefarm's. What am I doing? I mean, I think Weaver would do pretty well against Gyro. You can always just run away. Like there's nothing to keep them in place right now. I don't think PA's that great against Gyro, because it's like not bad to build MKB on Gyro. A Clockwork coming out for Discord. I have been seeing this hero a lot recently. It's exciting to see him back in the meta. I think like Clockwork is a hype generator. It's pretty annoying to play against, so in that sense I don't really enjoy it that much. I've been learning Clockwork myself as a position 4. I think that's definitely a position for him. You can play him as a 3. There's a few pro players who play him as a 3, but I just don't think it's so hard to have impact as a 3 position Clockwork. Warlock. Okay, this is not a hero we see very often. The cooldown's very long, the Fatal Bond's got nerfed super hard. It's probably going to be position 4 Lion now, so a Lion Axe against an Ancient Apparition Gyro. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess the Lion sets up for easy calls, right? You just like stun them and then Axe walks up and gets a nice call off. I could see that being okay, but they definitely need to like cut the first US. I think Axe in the early levels might not be able to like stand up to the Gyro AA combo. The Battle Hunger would be really nice for zoning the Ancient Apparition out, so maybe they can take an early advantage and then snowball a little bit. If they get level 2 first, they definitely have the advantage here. Gyro has a ton of mana problems, and Lion has a nifty ability called Mana Drain, so I could see that being very useful. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit more confident about this lane. I think before it was like Lion 5 probably, and I was like, a bit on the fence about it. Underlord and Clockwork as a laning duo. This is pretty scary. There's Cogs and Firestorm. Luckily they have Warlock for the heals, so maybe not as effective as they could be. This Warlock needs to play really defensively because otherwise Clock is just going to murder him. I'd be I'd be interested to see. They should probably go for a range carry. I probably wouldn't go for a melee carry if I was Morgan Freefarm. I think Drow looks okay for them, to be honest.
Radiant's bad.
They're gonna go with Viper. Okay. But this is probably their mid. I mean, it's not too late for a Drow pick. It's still quite strong. Veil of Discord, they have final pick, but I mean, there's not that many like high octane mid heroes that can beat Viper and get on top of a Drow Ranger. Like, I can't even think of any off the top of my head. There's not that many heroes that beat Viper anymore, especially with the changes to poison attack. Now Viper's gone back to a lane dominator. There was that phase where everyone was maxing Nether Toxin and then he just like would go jungle for like 20 minutes. But that's no longer the case. Slark gets banned out. Natural counter to Underlord, but I'm not really sure if Slark is the play this game. I mean, it's not bad. There's a lot of beefy targets to hit. You can get out of the cogs really easily with the pounce. Well, you can also mess it up. Faceless Voidbender. I like this band a lot. Again, it kind of feels like they think the gyro is mid. But, I mean, it's still possible. Gyro against Viper seems okay. You can just, like, max homing missile first, and there's not much Viper can do about it. Anti-mage? Anti-mage? Oh, no. This isn't... Is this a good anti-mage game? I mean, it's okay so far. Like, there's only the Underlord. You can't pick Storm Spirit anymore.
10 seconds to pick.
I feel like maybe they could go. I mean, if they play Void Spirit, that'd be okay. Discord, they don't have that many choices actually. They need a hero with a lot of lockdown. Puck is still on the table. It could be an okay Puck game. You would have to just like not win mid though. It seems kind of tough to be honest. I would personally go with Puck here. Kunkka. Oh, okay. I like this a lot. I think Kunkka might struggle a bit against the Viper, but he can always just like leave the lane and make a play once he hits level 6 with the boat X boat combo. It's a good catch for the AM as long as it doesn't get reflected. It's fine. To be pretty. I don't know. It's not that easy. I think this game's gonna be kind of tough for Discord, but they can do it. I think this one's gonna be like one of the closer games we've seen. Like the drafts seem pretty even. I think the anti-mage is like a big question mark for me. I just don't think this is a good anti-mage game. Like sure there's no catch, but like he's not good against these heroes either. Anyway, let's hop right into the game. So we got on the side of Fail on Discord, got Pepperoni. Wait, yeah, okay, got the team side. Pepperoni on the Underlord, Food for Coin on the Gyrocopter, Emmy dies alone on the Kunkka, PK on the Clockwork, and Muffins, aka something, on the Ancient Apparition. On the side of Amazon Morgan Freefarm, we got Remind on the Warlock, Blue Jay on the Lion, Dr. Boom on the Anti-Mage, Zillidan on the Axe, and Born on the Viper. So, I mean, this game looks pretty exciting to me so far. There's no like obvious outdraft like some of the other games we've seen in this week, so we should see some close matches here.
30 seconds to video games. 30 seconds.
So immediately, I think seems like Discord are gonna invade this top jungle. I don't think there's a whole lot a Warlock AM can do against this duo lane. I mean, maybe AM, because AM you probably want to skill Mana Void at level, Mana Break at level 1, try and burst some mana early on. Firestorm comes out with the Battery Assault. The heal is already dropped on the Warlock, and PK, he's running out of mana pretty quickly. He's got 2 mangoes. Seems like no one's gonna die here. Nice Warlock heal. There was a big phase where everyone was going Fatal Bonds at level 1, but they got nerfed a lot. The cooldown went up from like 24 seconds to 36, so it's not quite as worth anymore. And the other thing is, if you go Fatal Bonds at level 1, you're screwed if the other support decides like their job is to trade with you, because you can't trade anymore. Like if you get solo Fatal Bonded, like it does nothing. I think heal is probably a little bit better these days as a level 1 skill, but maxing Fatal Bonds I think is still the way to go. I think 2 points in Shadow Word is probably more than enough to get you through the early mid game. But mid lane so far seems like Emmy dies alone, taking an early CS advantage. It is a little bit easier for Kunkka. He does have a Quelling Blade. He's got more base damage as well. But once Viper hits level 3, this lane might get kind of tough for Emmy dies alone. We'll see how many braces he decides to get. That'll be a big indicator of how well he's doing in the lane. So bot lane, I don't think too much is going to happen here. I mean, there's a decent amount of kill potential with the Lion. I think Axe needs to hit level 3, right? He needs both the call and the counter helix. Maybe 2 points of the counter helix, so probably not going to see too much until level 4. But Blue Jay already taking a lot of harass from this Ancient Apparition. Didn't see what AA went for at level 1, but most people are going Chilling Touch these days. Zillidan, I mean, he's eating a lot of harass here. There's another Rocket Barrage in. Zillidan's gonna go down. First blood for food for coin. Lion not able to defend his offlaner. I feel like he probably had another Earth Spike by then. And Muffins is just going ham. Mango popped. A Chilling Touch will come out as well. Blue Jay in a lot of trouble. He's gonna be forced to go back to base because he doesn't have a salve coming. And you don't really want to waste your Tango regen. Oh, mid lane. Enemy dies alone. Gets solo killed by Born. I mean, the level 3 Viper, that's where it's at, right? Like, the level 2 poison attack is such a huge power spike for him. I mean, top lane, seems like they're all running out of mana, which is pretty nice for them. So, Underlord not really going to be able to threaten this AM very much. I think AM's probably going to have a pretty free lane here with the Warlock. So maybe this AM pick working out so far. Yeah, but Viper a level ahead now. Not too much ahead. Blue Jay is in a lot of trouble again. It seems like he didn't go back to base, so he's just stuck with his tangos. He's eaten through all of them. Another Chilling Touch comes out, not going to kill him yet. And Blue Jay is going to be able to walk out of there. Kunkka not able to make the assist. He's a little bit busy holding off the Viper, but Muffins, he's alright mid now as well. Chilling Touch comes out and Born, he's in a bit of trouble here. The Tidebringer will finish him off. Blue Jay in the meantime, he still assigns to the neutrals, which that's been nerfed a lot. I don't think it's that worth it anymore. Maybe if he still assigned to neutrals here, but Muffins was on his tail, so it might have been quite difficult. I mean, I guess this is a big problem with position for Clockwork. What I found when I've been playing it is like, you're up against these like Blink heroes or like Illusion heroes, and then you can't really like Battery Assault cogs them. Maybe he should try and make a play for mid and try and catch this Viper before Viper hits level 6. That could be a big opportunity for PK here. So grab level 3 and we'll see if he heads mid. Because I don't think he can do any more in this lane. He's just kind of sapping Underlord's XP. Just leave the lane, go try and make a play on Viper. There is an Observer Ward, so it'll be a little bit tough to make a good rotation. But Kunkka with an X, maybe like if Viper's caught out here, and Clockwork comes from this angle. But Pepperoni's gonna die in the meantime. This Clockwork's like sweet free experience, but he can't come up to the lane because he's gonna lose all his mana if he does. So AM just free farming here. And Kunkka, despite that early death, he's crushing the Viper in last hits. We'll see how's the net worth doing. I mean, Kunkka's at the top of the board, so early death doesn't really matter. A nice DD as well. Oh, that was a nice Tidebringer on the Viper here. 5-minute bounty runes. Seems like it's going to be... Oh. Buff, Blue Jay. Earth Spike. He's going to be able to get it, but he's going to eat a lot of damage for this. Oh, maybe not. The Cold Feet did come out. Muffins might be in a bit of trouble now. There's no Earth... Well, he's out of range for an Earth Spike, but Muffins just going to get run down by this axe here. PK manages to get a kill on the Warlock. The only one they could get a kill on. So nice Firestorm Cogs combo, I assume. Doesn't even seem like he used any abilities. What? The boat comes out in mid, but Board not gonna get caught by it. I don't know what happened there. It's pretty difficult to miss the combo these days because the X marks the spot. It's 4 seconds at every level, unlike what it used to be. That was a big nightmare. But Bourne now in a ton of trouble. He's I don't know if he's able to stay in the lane any longer. This Kunkka is effectively taken over. Once he has a boat back up, like he's able to threaten a kill on the Viper here. And the level 4 Tidebringer, that's just gonna like I think seal the deal for this lane. So mid lane going super well for Discord, but top lane is the real winner here for this anti-mage. Dr. Boom having probably the freest game of his life so far. I mean, food for coins have in a pretty good lane too. It seems like Zillidan not opting to cut the creep wave, trying to fight the gyro head on. He did die early on, but it seems like I mean, he's not doing as well as he could be. Oh. Arcane Boost now done for the Underlord. So Underlord probably gonna go for a pipe first. It seems like the most effective item for his team. Remind. He might be in a bit of trouble here. Oh, the cogs aren't able to catch him. He would have been dead for sure. His Shadow Word was on cooldown for a little bit. It's taking big damage. Invis popped on the Kunkka here. Viper's been forced to just leave the lane. Huh. Interesting. It's a Tread's first Kunkka, not a Phase Boots Kunkka. That's not something we see every day. I feel like the Phase Boots is probably more effective. You get that. It's only 4 armor these days. It's actually... Okay, yeah, you don't get any bonus armor from Treads anymore. Dr. Boom is just gonna have to blink out of there. And Remind goes down again at top. Really bad at catching these kills today. Bot lane, Cole, onto the Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition in a ton of trouble. The Battle Hunger will tick him down though. I think Zillidan had to run for that, but Blue Jay also in a ton of trouble here. That food for coin, unable to catch him in the trees. There's another Earth Spike available. No more mana on the Gyrocopter, so Gyro's not going to be able to threaten too much in this lane. Just these puny 73 damage right clicks to start. And PK, is he looking to go mid? He might just be stacking for his Underlord at this point. Alright, and Born now a full level behind, or half a level behind the Kunkka. AM opting to go dual Wraithmans. Oh my god, Blue Jay died at bot. I need to be paying more attention to these kills. But food for coin, he's hit level 6, but he's completely out of mana. Not going to be able to make a move on Zillidan here. Zillidan also hitting level 6 now. And Cold Feet and the Chilling Touch come out, but not going to be able to catch him in the Cold Feet. PK. We'll see what his next move is going to be. If you're able to secure an outpost, PK should be able to get level 6 with the tome, but already it seems like, oh, Blue Jay, he got a bit of cold feet here, and Kunka's TPing in now. This could be big. Zillidan with the homing missile out of range for the cold feet, but it looks like Blue Jay is going to be the sacrificial lamb here. It's going to be 1-for-1 outpost. Nice rotation from Emmy Dice alone. He was able to secure his team the outpost, and it's going to be 3-for-1 bounty runes, maybe even 4-for-0 if Kunka decides to walk up the hill, but it doesn't seem like he wants to take the risk, so it's going to be fine. And a Crystallis first item for Kunka. I love this. This is the best item in the game right now for sure. 45 damage and for 2100 gold, and it crits too. And you're a mid Kunka, you don't need to buy any of these like aura items, no radiance, just go all out aggression. And he's so tanky this game as well. I mean, they don't have that much burst damage other than Lion. And Lion's still level 5. He's nowhere near getting I guess he like ate the tome, because I mean Rewind's probably level 6 because they did so well in top lane. But Lion is still level 5, kind of far away from his finger of death. Maybe Dash lane walks up the hill, gets impaled. Hex as well. There's no mana for a Viper Strike though, but the Golem comes down. Remind, he wants this, but Kunka's just gonna walk away. PK also still level 4. Who took the tome on? The tome on Radiant. Not seeing that yet. That's strange. I feel like PK could definitely take the tome and get an early level 6. Alright, it's coming out, and Torrent as well to finish him off. One more hit, well, one more Tidebringer hit. There you go. Well, Clockwork, he's in, but he's gonna pay for this. Oh, Born just barely makes up, but the Ice Blast is coming in. It clips him, and Muffins, he gets the kill. Nice long range snipe from him. Very worth it for PK now. And Muffins, he got a level out of that for sure. Alright, Zillidan, he's going straight for a blink. I think this is probably okay because the rest of his team doesn't have that much catch. It's just the Lion with a level 1 Earth Spike as well, so it's not even going to last that long. Lion's level 6 now. This is another very curious build, but at least he went for Hex. Sometimes I've seen like, 3-0-2 and it's like, why did you do this? But PK is just going to be a run down this Lion. There's still no level 6 on the Lion yet. Hex comes out as well. The battery assault is going to run out soon, so I think Jay is going to make it out. In the meantime, Underlord gets dove at top by the Viper. It's a very easy kill with him with the Viper Strike. Also no Atrophy Aura because of the Nether Toxin. Axe gets disrupted before he can call. And he's stuck between a lot of heroes. Emmy dies alone here is now. It looks like Blue Jay, he's definitely going to go down here to the Kunka. And Zillidan's still getting chased down. Actually, the healing from Warlock might buy some time. The Ice Blast is going to completely miss because Axe manages to cut himself out of the cogs. And Gyrocopters come in too. There's no mana for a cooldown though. But the Rocket's going to come in. He doesn't have enough. Oh, the Rocket Flare's coming, but he doesn't really need it. And Blue Jay's going to fall as well. So, a bit of a chaotic team fight, but it seems like Discord are going to come out ahead on this one. Kunka flexing with his Crystallis at 13 minutes into the game. So Underlord looks like he is going for a pipe. Nice arcane rune. That's my AM doing. I mean, he's probably still like 3 minutes away from Battle Fury. Oh, Zillidan just running out of muffins. Not gonna get too much out of that. So normally most people don't go for Blink first on Axe. You still kind of squishy. You want like at least one defensive item before you go for axe, for a blink, an axe, like a vanguard or a hood. I've seen Veil sometimes as well, but Veil doesn't give armor anymore. Maybe dies alone. Might be. I mean, he's really tanky. I don't know if they can get this kill, but Warlock is coming. They don't have any more lockdown for him. The Ice Blast comes out, the Golem comes out too, but it seems like the retreat is being called. The boat is going to hit on the Lion. Lion might be in a bit of trouble as well. And big Tidebringer onto both heroes as well. So another Golem wasted, not able to achieve anything with it. Going to be 2 for 2 bounty runes at the 15-minute mark. Axe has changed his mind. He's going. His mind is all over the place. He had a Force Staff queued up, he had a Blink queued up. Now it's the Vanguard. I not really sure about going Vanguard. Like if he wanted Vanguard, he should have gotten it like 5 minutes ago. Oh no, he's gonna get destroyed by these neutrals. The Ancient Prowler. What a creep. PK. It seems like he only hit level 6 pretty recently. There's still no moves with his with the Finger of Death either. I mean, I think the Gyro is probably the easiest target to kill. Kunkka, I don't even think he can kill this man anymore. He's so beefy. 1900 health, some extra juicy magic resist from the braces. Rocket Flare's gonna scout out the rotations. Axe gets immediately rooted by the Pit of Malice. Doesn't seem like anything's gonna come out of this. Hookshot forward, and Blue Jay, he's gonna die here for sure. Boat comes out, crushes him. Alright, food for Clean. He's invis, but he gets spotted out by the Warlock. Not gonna be able to stop him from escaping. Seems like Discord are gonna get this tower for free. I mean, what it seems like is the Remind and Blue Jay, they both haven't been able to get good ultimates off. Like, I haven't seen a finger at all, but these Chaos offerings haven't been the best either. Still cooldown for 40 seconds, and Vaughn, he's in a bit of trouble here. He gets X back into the Pit of Malice and Firestorm. Kunkka, he gets taunted, but there's still oh, there's a nice Earth Spike, but it seems like Finger's gonna come out, and Emmy Dice Alone actually goes down. And I mean, AM's free farming in the meantime. They're not losing a whole lot. They just lost the mid tier 1. And alright, Axe, he's going back for the blink. Call down with the cold feet. Almost finish him off. There's still. Oh, Blue Jay ends up going down to the Clockwork. The missile, not going to be enough. It's probably level 1. Level 1 rocket. Level 1 rocket. I mean, AM is almost finished farming. He's still got like. He still needs to get at least a Manta Star before he's willing to enter fights. But Axe now with the blink, he actually went for a he's got the Philosopher's Stone for himself. Interesting. I mean, what other items do they have? They have Imp Claw. Could be okay on Axe. It's probably not that good. Yeah, Imp Claw's not that good for the this game. I put it on the AM to be honest. Plus 24 damage. That'll accelerate his farming speed by a lot. Mid lane, Viper Strike comes out on the Clockwork, and he's gonna end up going down. He gets mana, but Dr. Boom has decided he wants to join the fight. He has money for the Battle Fury now, so his farm's gonna start accelerating significantly. It's a pretty late Battle Fury considering how free his lane was. But it's I mean, it's not like horrendously late. It's not like 30-minute Battle Fury. But mid lane, I don't know if they want to go for this. This seems a bit scary. Clockwork's coming back in 3 seconds as well. Yeah, it seems like no, they want this. What? Go on. He's just gonna walk up. Okay, it's just clowning around a bit.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Oh, wait, Viper Strike comes out onto Emmy Dice Alone. He could be in trouble. Impale from the backside, but they have a pipe now on the Underlord, so this Lion Finger not going to be as effective anymore. It's still on cooldown for 20 seconds. They have the Chaotic Offering now, so if they can use both ultimates together, that's so interesting that the that Blue Jay is such a low level, considering he's more or less the position for. Alright, bunch of neutral items being found on the side of Discord. The Dragon Scale would be pretty nice for Kunkka. He's got the Faded Brooch for now. I think that's fine as well. He definitely needs some mana. Implore for... Oh, cooldown comes down. Seems like Blue Jay's going to get taken down early. The missile's going to chase Remind here. So Remind, he's probably going to die as well. I don't think there's see any way out. The Implore crit will finish him off. And the X. On the axe, the boat comes out as well. It's going to miss the axe completely. He messed up the combo. And Dr. Boom, I don't think he's ready to fight yet. He still needs the Manta style. He should not be showing up to fights yet. He almost done an Emmy dies alone. Seems like Zillidan. He's getting run at. The missile's coming. Long range Chilling Touch will finish him off, and the rocket rebounds to a creep as well. So Viper's gonna go for a Maelstrom. Looks like that's I'm not really sure what people are building on Viper these days. He's like kind of a right clicker, but he's not really. If they found a Grove Bow, that'd be really nice for him, but it seems like they didn't. That's on the side of the Radiant. I think Grove Bow could be really good for Gyrocopter here, but it seems like he wants to go for the Implore instead. There's nothing wrong with that. I think either option is fine. Hook shot forward, and Warlock, he's caught out again, trying to de-ward. He ends up getting taken out for it. Zillidan also in a little bit of trouble. Seems like things are coming up Discord's way. Yeah, Zillidan's definitely going to die as well. Blue Jay in a lot of trouble too. I mean, PK, he's going for it. Battery Assault. Blue Jay's not going to be able to cast anything. PK's going to be able to get the kill, but it wasn't worth it. Oh, he's going to go for the TP out, and he's going to make it out of there. What a play. I mean, I guess they're like winning these team fights, but they're all playing 4v5. There is an anti-mage on the team. He's going to have about a 24-25 minute meta style. Could be okay. It's a little bit late. But he's still on track to potentially carry his team on the back of his shoulders. Viper, in the meantime, I don't know, maybe should focus on getting, like, I don't know what, I honestly don't really know what you would go on Viper in this game, to be honest. This build seems okay. I don't see anything immediately wrong with it, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. Because you definitely need to, like, buy early-ish items to buy space for the AM. And Axe isn't really a type of hero who wants to buy pipe either, so maybe this Viper could go for like more of a utility build. I need to see Viper go for a pipe though. Blink, not. The Cole's gonna whiff. Food for coin, he might be in some trouble. The TP's coming in from Kunkka. Blue Jay, he's in quite deep now. The rocket's gonna hit onto Zillidan here, and I think they're both in a lot of trouble. The Cold Feet proc on the Axe. Ice Blast will finish him off. Blue Jay goes down too. So a bit of a whiffed initiation. They went onto the high ground without any wards. I don't think they didn't have any wards with them, so that's quite an interesting move, I would say. Like if they put a ward and then Axe blinked up, I think that would be reasonable. That was a blind call, so bit late on the reaction speed here. Meta style, it's almost done. Just a couple more creep camps to go. And PK going down to the Viper here, but the Ice Blast will finish off the Viper from downtown. And Dr. Boom, I mean, he wants to fight. He doesn't have his Manta though. He needs to get it before this fight starts. I think they should maybe just sack this tower. Zillidan, he's looking for the call. Battle Hunger comes out, but I mean, missile's gonna come out onto the Axe here, so not gonna be able to get the smoke up as well. It's like the fake back pepperoni. I don't think you want to call pepperoni. Okay, they go right on top of the ancient apparition here. Muffins might be in a bit of trouble, but the turret comes out. Oh no, they both get blown up. Dr. Boom and Zilliton get blown up by the boat and the call down. And Remine's in a lot of trouble too. I mean, I don't really know why they wanted to take that fight. Viper was still dead from the ice blast earlier. And Discord, they're going high ground now. There's 3 heroes dead, anti-mage can't split push anymore. And they're definitely going to get this tower for sure. Will they be able to get any more? They get a bit of cold feet now that Axe is coming up. But no, they're still going to keep going. They don't feel like they're in too much trouble. Viper going ham on these poison attacks. But it's not going to be enough anymore. Torrent comes out on the Viper. The cold feet has got a proc as well. But nice 2-man call. And Vega comes out onto the Conker, and the dunk will finish him off. Meanwhile, Clockwork hooked in, kills off the Lion, but Pepperoni, he's not in a bit of trouble now. The call and the Mana Blade slightly wasted, but Pepperoni will end up going down too. So AM, he's come back, he's ready to fight, and he's almost got his Manta Style. That fight definitely delayed this Manta Style by almost 2 minutes. So that was very unfortunate for him. Quickening Charm be pretty nice on the Axe, I guess, because you get a shorter cooldown of Berserker's Call. Get some nice HP regen too. What else do they have? Net. I mean, Warlock isn't holding anything. It seems like a waste. Like, at least hold the Essence Ring. Lion, is he gonna go? Lion's gonna go for the Quickening Charm instead. I actually like that a lot. They also found a telescope. I would probably put the telescope on Lion, to be honest. See what's happening. And a Craggy Coat, definitely a great item for Warlock. Just beef him up a little bit more. On the side of Radiant, what do they have? Craggy Coat. Pretty nice on Ancient Apparition. He's not holding anything. Or you can put it on Clockwork as well. Either one's fine. I feel like this Kunka could do with better than a Finn approach. Like, maybe he could hold the Hypnoclaw and then give the Grove Bow to Gyrocopter. Paladin Sword found now for Amazon. Yeah, I'm forgetting the team names because there's no. Normally there's like logos here, but that's like not the case. But I think a Paladin Sword would be pretty nice on Viper because he's already got the Spell Lifesteal talent. So just buffing that up a little bit more would be quite nice. Otherwise, you can give it to AM, get him some nice and juicy lifesteal, so he doesn't have to buy that item, like any lifesteal item later. I mean, that being said, Satanic is still like a pretty good item on AM. We'll see what he wants to go for next. He's got the BKB queued up, which will help him a lot during these team fights. He's gonna let him go a little bit ham on the back lines a little more. There's still the Clockwork hookshot to interrupt him, but it's only for like 2 seconds, so it's not a big deal. Discord, they want to go high ground again. This didn't go too well for them last time. Well, on the retreat at least. And AM, all the heroes are up this time. See what they're able to do. Impale, hookshot into 2 heroes, and they managed to catch up Blue Jay separately. The 4-stuff out from Blue Jay will keep him alive for the time being. Hex onto the Clockwork as well. BKB popped by Emmy, dies alone. The Golems popped as well. Call onto the Underlord here. Cooldown comes down, and Boat as well. And no one's really going down yet. The Golem will finally fall though, and Blue Jay in a lot of trouble from the Flak Cannon. It seems like nobody's gonna die. Out as well from the Underlord. It seems like they want to grab the outpost for the 30-minute mark, but then they've left the top outpost open for Amazon to take. So Conker completed Daedalus now after the BKB. I really like this item build a lot. Just go full glass cannon. I mean, he's super tanky, especially with the boat. So as long as he has the mana to cast boat, like AM doesn't jump in directly, should be fine. AM, well on his way to a BKB. He's pretty close. He's probably like 2 minutes away from it. Lion, I mean, he went for a 4-star, understandable against Clockwork, but he definitely needs a blink to get on top of heroes, and he's level 12 bad. Like, this Finger of Death is like really fallen off. And Blue Jay, he is super dead. Farming under vision. And they're gonna be able to get both outposts, so big XP advantage going the way of Discord. It's just like starting to pull ahead a little bit, even though like AM is still like pretty farmed. They don't really have too many ways to stop him, but if they group up into a ball, I don't think AM can fight into the side of Discord. He's just not that kind of hero. So 30 minutes seems like what? Clockwork hooked AM illusion, or maybe he did hook AM, but he blinked out. Smoke up from Amazon now. We'll see what they want to do with it. AM immediately pops his smoke to go farm. Oh, I mean, Viper took this damage challenge at level 20, so that's a pretty big power spike for him. Maybe looking for a Mjolnir next to buff up his attack speed. Oh, next. BKB popped by Born, so he's gonna be okay. The Ice Blast is gonna come out. Nice 2-man call on the Conquer and the Underlord. And Underlord, he's in so much trouble. He's gonna get popped immediately. The dump comes out too for the extra move speed. The Golem gets dropped on top of PK. And nice 2-man call on Conquer and Clockwork as well. So they're in a lot of trouble. The big Mana Void on the backlines on the AA is gonna do a ton of damage. Kills PK as well. Gyro also gonna go down. It's gonna be a full team wipe for Amazon here. Oh, X marks the spot. Gonna buy some time. I think AM wasted his blink there, but maybe I think Kunkka still might be in trouble. Blinking forward, gonna TP out. There's nothing to cancel the TP, and not gonna have enough damage there. So Kunkka making out by the skin of his teeth. They have no creeps though, so even though they took a great team fight, they should really push mid. I don't know why AM's trying to rat bottom. There's no creeps. But, I mean, that was a fantastic fight. Viper just baiting them in super hard with the BKB. And a big turnaround from Dr. Boom here. Discord, they might be sweating a little bit. Maybe Dantalone is gonna go for an Axe next. I do like this. They need a little bit more like AoE team crowd control, especially when the call onto the Underlord, but nothing is gonna come out of it. A hookshot's gonna completely whip here. I think Zilla did. He's gonna be fine, maybe. The X is available in 5 seconds. They're gonna keep chasing for this. This seems like a bit of a bait. He's gonna blink out. Flare onto the high ground, gotta scout them out, and Blue Jay, I mean, he's in a ton of trouble, gets forced out. Not in range for an X. I mean, PK, he's going in deep. He does not care at all. Viper in the meantime, clearing out the wave so they can't push. I like this a lot, but X Marks gonna force the BKB, he's gonna TP out. So a nice bait of the 9-second BKB from Viper here. And another hookshot forward from PK. Dude, he doesn't care at all. This guy, what a god. Alright, mid lane, BKB popped by AM, and he's in deep. He's gonna blow up Muffins first. Nothing that Muffins can do to defend himself. The Mana Void gets popped, but he doesn't end up going down. The Ice Blast does pop on the Anti-Mage in the mid-time. Nothing's really happening on the other side of the fight, but Vessel on the Axa, he's not going to be able to blink for 6 more seconds. And Born, he doesn't have his BKB for 20 more seconds. A nice upheaval will slow them down significantly. But is Viper going to be in a lot of trouble here? Cole onto the Clockwork. Clock, he misses the dunk on the Axe, and PK seems like he's almost going to be the Uber gets cancelled. And the Golem will finish off PK here. The backlines. Lion ended up going down to the Conquer. And AM, he's chasing. He wants food for coin, but not gonna pursue. Gonna go for the Underlord instead. And nothing to cancel it. It's just an AM and a and a Warlock. No Basher yet on the AM, but he's almost got it. He's just a recipe away now. So, I mean, it seemed a bit over-eager from PK, but he was the only one who died. Well, I guess Muffins also died. But just all these, like, aggressive hook shots. Once this Basher is done on the AM, he's going to get a lot scarier, especially once he gets Abyssal. Greave is now done on the Underlord, so gonna increase his team's durability significantly. Ag's now done on the Kunkka, so they need to focus on making these fights happen in one place so that the Torrent Storm can go ham. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard with AM. Oh, and he shows in lane as well. I guess like you have to be looking at him. But that was pretty bad. Not good at all. That was the 9-second BKB, I believe. If they saw that, this is the time to go, but maybe they didn't. Viper getting hogged. More stuff out. Blink. Oh, Blink Call's gonna miss completely. And Born. Oh, Blue Jay, he gets one shot by the Kunkka in the back lines by this Cleave. And Born in a lot of trouble too. The Ice Blast is gonna clip on the Viper. Viper's gonna die. The Torrent Storm comes out now. Remind also in a ton of trouble. He's gonna go down. Viper buys back immediately as well. So does the Warlock. 3 buybacks already committed on the side of Morgan Freefarm. And a Blink Call onto 4 heroes is gonna do a ton of damage. PK goes down immediately, but Axe, he gets taken down for his troubles. He also buyback. 4 buybacks taken. Oh, Gyro, he's in a little bit too deep, and he gets taken down as well. And another nice 4-staff call from the Axe here. And beside Discord, they're in so much trouble. The Fatal Bonds is gonna kill Muffins as well. Oh no, a full team wipe. They did commit 4 buybacks for it though. Was it worth it? Let's see what they can do with it. I mean, there's still 4 buybacks available on the side of Discord. They may have overstepped a little bit. I don't know what the Gyrocopter was doing here. Gotta focus on the objectives. This melee rack's so low. But, oh, that 4-staff into Call was so good. Because his blink got cancelled by a Firestorm. Alright, it's Aegis time. They're probably gonna give it to Anti-Mage. I mean, do they have to? He hasn't had any trouble with that yet. I feel like they should probably just like give it to Viper. Okay, they are gonna give it to Viper. AM hasn't been dying this game. But Blue Jay, he needs to do something about like getting one shot by these Kunkka crits. It's getting nasty for him, that's for sure. Let's Kunkka go for it. It's another Daedalus. Yes. That's what I want to see. Alright, Butterfly. I mean, he has enough money. He doesn't have buyback if he goes for it now. So probably going to stay for buyback. Be a little while off. We're back to farming, it seems like. I would like to see AM complete his Abyssal. I think like he's been jumping on top of targets and not sticking on them. Like if you can just blow up the AA instantly, that would be ideal. Instead, he's gonna rely on some RNG. He's trying to get a first hit bash with the Basher. Shiva's coming out next from the Viper. I don't mind this too much. They don't have... Maybe an AC would have been better. So now he's just asking for bigger mana voids. Alright. If he dies alone, smoke pops. Oh, and he's in a lot of trouble. He gets the BKB off before, but he's super dead. The dunk to finish him off, and he doesn't have buyback. He spent his money on another Demon Edge. Oh no, this is looking really bad for Discord. They can hold off for like a pretty decent amount of time with the Firestorm. Can clear out the creep waves. Maybe they won't get anything out of this, but I mean they have Aegis. Viper's just gonna siege the high ground from the low ground. He's got a Dragon Lance as well, so just gonna be able to outrange the tower. Zilliton, he blinks in, but not gonna get anything. Blue Jay also blinks in aggressively, but there's no Conquer for the catch. PK, he wants the cogs, the Lion here, and the rock comes down. Big Fatal Bonds as well onto 3 heroes, and Dr. Boom, he's in. He forces AA to use immediately, but AA is super dead. Mana Void as well to finish him up. Zilliton will end up going down here. It's AM versus the world, and Root, AM's gonna go down here. Got too cocky. And that's 2 diebacks on the side of Amazon here. Been down for a long time. Conker's back soon. AA, by the time he respawns, he'll be up. He just throw a long range Ice Blast away. There's no catch. Oh, the hook shot onto the Viper. It definitely ate my words there. PK in a lot of trouble, but it seems like Born is gonna man fight the Gyro here. And the upheaval making it really hard for the Gyro to run away. Gyro, I feel like he could have. He has a Paladin sword. Why didn't he fight the Viper? He's just gonna barely make it out. Remind. Oh, the Torrent's gonna finish him off with the Column on death. No X to finish off the Viper here. The Torrent Storm comes out, trying to kill this Column. A big stack of cash. 200 gold going the way of Emmy Dice alone. I feel like the Gyrocopter could have killed the Viper there, but playing it safe, he actually does make it out. He has the Paladin sword, like he shouldn't be scared at all. But we'll see how many bounty runes he's gonna pick up. The good old Wind Team fight and farm the jungle. Seems like these two know what they're doing though. It's time to go for this melee racks again. AM is up in 15 seconds though. This could get kind of scary. There is no rock this time. Mindbreaker. Shiva's got done. Oh, nice 2-man blink pull onto the 2 heroes here. And Conker, he's in a lot of trouble. He finally gets his BKB off, but he's gonna die to the right clicks of the Viper. The Uber is called, and it seems like Underlaw is gonna be able to make it home. Still unable to get this mid racks. They're just running at it, and it's not working every time. Emmy dies alone. He does have buyback this time, so should be a little bit easier. Spell Prism found now. Oh, the T4 items are coming out. We've got the Prince's Knife on the side of Discord. Illusionist Cape, not that good for the team this game, because Gyro's not really an illusion hero though. That's pretty unfortunate. It would be really nice on AM. A Leveler. Oh, this would be great for Viper if he decides to siege them from the low ground. But let's see what else they have. Spell Prism. It's gotta go to the Lion. So what's? The Warlock has no items at all. What has he been doing all game? Someone should at least pick up the Telescope for the Viper. Warlock, come on, what are you doing, Remind? What is this? Witless Shaco found for the Underlord. That would be a great item to put on Clockwork. Just give him that extra tankiness. I think maybe 12 armor versus 1000 HP. Probably better. Ninja Gear found on Amazon. Could be a good item on Axe. He's got the Craggy Coat for now, which I think is fine, but being able to smoke and get good initiations is pretty game winning. So we'll see what Zilliton decides to go for. And the final item, Magic Lamp for the Conker. Does he need that? 400 health I guess is really nice. I would probably go for a Quickening Charm if I was him, or the Imp Claw. But Magic Lamp seems okay. He's been diving super deep. They've been focusing him really hard. Zilliton, he is looking for initiation, but didn't have the Ninja Gear, so not able to catch up. Flicker is the final item for Amazon. Be quite nice on the Warlock. Born. He's in a bit of trouble. He might be forced to BKB here. He will drop his BKB. It means he won't have it for the upcoming fight. PK gets taunted, and the double Warlock Golem comes out, but Torrent Storm as well. A huge fight coming out. He called down as well. Axe's taken down as well as the Warlock. They both don't have buyback, so I think this fight was a big disaster for Amazon. AM just not there to capitalize. I think, I mean, they managed to get PK, but they traded Axe for it, so not really that worth. And the Golem too. I mean, you got to at least like put on the quickening charm, right? Like what? I mean, a 4-second cooldown and a 9.6 second. Oh, a 9.6 second cooldown and a 4-second duration. It's not bad. Wow, they became the sun. Interesting. I wonder if Viper is thinking about Ags. I feel like that could be quite good, having a really short cooldown on the Viper strike. Just these heroes are all like pretty low range or melee. Like Gyro, his attack range is like 100, 365. He has the flat cannon, so I guess it doesn't really count. But Kunkka, he's quite melee. Underlord, just being able to slow them down on a really short cooldown, I think could be pretty good for the Viper here. But Discord, they took a pretty good fight in mid. They forced out a lot of ultimates, but they're not able to capitalize on it at all. Abyssal Blade almost done on the anti-mage. He has enough money for buyback as well, so should look to finish that off. I like that he didn't go for the butterfly. Definitely Abyssal Blade is the way to go. If he find a solo pickoff like that, that instantly changes the state of the game. He's level 27 now. This is pretty far away from the he's pretty far away from the level 30 so far. What have we got on this side? 3 homing missile charges. Ghost ship fleet, that'll be pretty good. I think Kunkka's just looking to control a little bit. He has money for another Daedalus. Doesn't have buyback for it though. It's another 1,000 gold for that. Viper Strike comes out onto the gyrocopter, and Born, he's going to be forced to TP as well, but his BKB's going to run out before he can TP out. The hook shot is going to cancel it, and Born, he is super dead. Hex as well from the Prince's Knife from the gyrocopter. And Viper dead for 125 seconds. He has buyback. PK making these plays happen. What a beast. Alright, it's time to go high ground again. Will Discord finally get this tier 3 melee racks in mid? I mean, Kunkka, he's got a DD. I think this Lion's for sure gonna die in one hit. Emmy dies alone. He's looking for it. The Ghost Ship fleet comes out. The Manifold onto Muffins. He gets instantly blown up. The Uber's been called now. The Torrent Storm as well. It's gonna buy them some time, and they're out of there. Trading the Uber for the Chaotic Offering, pretty worth. Chaotic Offering is definitely the biggest team fight ability this game. So Muffins, I think he needs to just stand a bit further back. Like I don't know why he's always in range of the AM jumping on him, because like you can fire Ice Blast globally, but maybe it's worth it. Like if he's the one getting jumped, that means someone else on his team isn't, so maybe like that's his rationale for it. I can respect that. It's Roche time again. It seems like AA is not going to be up to scout this. The Rocket Flare comes out. Is AA going to buy back? I mean, this could be a good opportunity. They're not really in position though. Gyrocopter, he wants it. Cooldown comes down. It's going to be a BKB popped. Zillidan with the blink call. And oh, the hookshot's gonna miss completely. Rebind's gonna get taken down here. The Golem from his death, but the Abyssal Blade onto the Gyrocopter. Gyro, he actually pops the Satanic and he kills Dr. Boom. Born in a lot of trouble now as well. And this seems like a huge disaster. Even though they got the Aegis, they got the cheese, but they're still gonna lose this fight. Born also getting taken down. The Ghost Ship fleet gonna take down Zillidan here, and Born in a lot of trouble now. Axe buys back immediately. The Ice Blast. Gonna blow up the Viper here. The Torrent Storm as well for good measure, making sure the Viper's going to die. I thought that fight was gonna go poorly for Discord, but Gyro, he ends up dying, but with the Satanic buys himself enough time to dish out a ton of damage that fight. And Viper, now he has no buyback. Did he? Yeah, he used it. When? Oh, right, for the mid defense. Okay. So they're gonna have to fight this 4v5. AM buys back immediately.
None shall
Dire's
withstand
middle
me.
barracks are under attack.
Alright, attempt number 5. Let's do this. Blink call onto Muffins, and the Missile Blade straight onto Muffins here, but they're not going to be able to take him out. And BKB popped by Dr. Boom here, and the Mana Void on the Clockwork, but it does no damage. There's no mana to use it on. And they finally gonna get this melee racks. They've tried. I feel like they took the mid racks like 30 minutes ago, and they finally got it. It probably was like close to 20 minutes ago. All right, 50 minutes. Here we go. Tier 6 items are 10 minutes. Tier 5 items are 10 minutes away. We'll see what's next on the charts. Kuka with a completed second data list. He's got the big boy money. Let's see what he wants to go for. Clockwork also loaded as fuck. Let's see what he wants to go for. I mean, there's that new Ag Scepter, which is pretty clowny, but I mean, a double hook shot sounds quite nice against AM. It's you know, it's an extra 2 seconds of
Illusion.
Raise active. I wonder if you can like double battery assault and then like the intervals go off. But actually, Clockwork went for the match. Oh, that's why he didn't take any damage. He went for the magic resistance talent. Most people, I think, go for the battery assault interval. I think that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good talent. Like what's the stun? Maybe just this mini stun. Interesting. What did this Underlord have? Pit of Malice root, so not going for the Firestorm building damage. Yeah, I mean, the extra root is really nice against AA. AA is nowhere close to 25. Warlock, not too close either. Lion's quite far away. How's Axe doing? Axe isn't that close either. Viper's 25. Nether Toxin Silences, that is a god tier talent for sure. Hex now done on the Underlord. He's going for Ags next, so he wants to give some of this juicy 268 bonus damage to his teammates. That'll be really scary for the Gyrocopter. Gyro's gonna go for an MKB now. AM also finished up an MKB. Doesn't have buyback anymore, but he doesn't have money for buyback, but he already spent it, so that seems pretty reasonable. I mean, I feel like, yeah, I mean, Axe, Warlock, and Lion have all completely fallen off. I mean, Axe, if he gets a nice blink call off with the Blade Mail, he's done his job. He doesn't need to survive. He just reflects all this damage back in him. A DD now on Kunkka. He's gonna eat his Aghanim Scepter and then go for a heart. So, he has the money to buy a Reaver with that, so it should make him significantly tankier. Clockwork finished like Shiva's Guard. I like this a lot actually. Is you can like Shiva's Guard while you hookshot, and then like it's so much AoE. It's like how Phoenix people buy Shivas on Phoenix during the dive, and it's pretty incredible to watch. But I like this a lot. Extra armor. This Clockwork has 56 armor. Oh my god, I almost had to do maths on recording. That was definitely a bad idea. 56 armor on this Clockwork. This damage reduction at 70, 81%. This Clockwork is going to be really hard to take out, even like with all this AM's farm. MKB done now on him. I mean, is this leveler? I guess the attack speed is quite nice on the Viper. Gonna go for a Mjolnir next. Rocket. Jump on board here. Should be okay. Dragon Coat dropped here. Warlock finally picked himself up a neutral item. Axe for the flicker. Huh. I wonder if he was gonna go for like a blink call and then like flicker out of there. But he could end up on the wrong side. It seems pretty unpredictable. Ancient Apparition does not have a neutral item. Like, there are so many good choices here. Like, you can take the Witless Shaco. Probably not. You know what? I don't think he's gonna run out of mana. He's gonna die at the start of every fight anyway. So extra 1000 HP. Why not? That's pretty good. His spells don't cost that much mana. Quickening Charm. You know, more spells, more ice vortexes. Once he gets the AoE cold feet, that'll be quite a sight to see. I've only gotten it like twice in a game. I mean, it's a 20k gold lead for Discord, but I feel like it's still possible for Amazon to win. This just looks kind of tough. Oh, a BKB popped again by AM. Okay. and he breaks forward aggressively. What? Alright, it doesn't seem like anyone on Discord saw that. It was on the high ground. But that's 53 seconds. This could get kind of dicey, but it seems like Discord just want to choke him out. The 55-minute bounty runes have just spawned. 150 each. Oh boy, that's a juicy bounty rune. I mean, AM's almost level 50, but I don't. 30. Level 50. Oh, the power creep. He's almost level 30, but I don't think his level 30 does a whole lot. Like, the mana void cooldown is nice. But the other stuff, like 15 agility, 13 strength, like, yeah, it's a bit of a whatever. Hex from the Princess Knife. That's a boom. It's gonna just be able to blink out of there. I think Viper level 30 would be a little bit more high impact. Viper strike DPS is, it's not insignificant, that's for sure. I mean, maybe this Underlord should have taken the Firestorm ability. They could just siege from the low ground, you know, spam that Firestorm. Oh, PK, I mean, Viper's going ham, but PK's taking no damage. The Force Staff after the Torrent Storm, and Vaughn, he's in a ton of trouble. He's gonna maybe go down here. He eats the cheese, pops the BKB, Zillidan with a 2-man core, but Muffins, he's gonna go down immediately again. He buys back. He's gonna probably throw an Ice Blast across the map. And the Golems go down to Lion in a ton of trouble now. He has a Force Staff in 2 seconds. The Ice Blast comes in. It's a huge AoE Ice Blast. Clips onto 3 heroes. Zillidan with another Blink Call to 2 heroes. The Warlock does end up going down. Viper dead too. And Axe going to go down. So 3 buybacks popped, forced out by Amazon. And Warlock, he might be trouble. The Uber's called. It's time to get out of there. 32k gold lead. I mean, like, just 2 minutes ago it was only 21k. Alright. Muffins, he got a little bit complacent. He missed the Uber. Like, he was too busy in the bathroom. So his friends are gonna leave him behind. That's a die back on him, but even then, like, where's the initiative? It's just the Blink Abyssal Blade now. Roche, not quite up yet. It's minute 30. I mean, this seems incredibly scary if you're Amazon. They don't have any vision on the map right now. They're walking in. Yeah, they're completely blind. Oh. Discord. They probably saw. Oh, they see the Lion. Lion, he's super dead. The hook shot misses, but yeah, he's not gonna make it out of there. Dive back on the Lion. And Viper, he's in a lot of trouble now as well. AM, he's gonna try and man fight the gyro here, but I don't think he can do it. There's all this damage coming out from the gyrocopter. And Viper, he's gonna die back as well. AM also dies. He's the only one in his team with buyback. Somehow Warlock makes it out alive, but I think this Warlock, his impact has been pretty minimal this game. I mean, he's gotten these big, like, chaotic offerings off, but they haven't been doing a whole lot. Is AM not able to carry his team on his back? Oh, interesting. The rocket and the tower shots.
3 sheets to the wind.
I mean, that seemed like a 0% chance of success move. Like, maybe out on the enemy side of the map. No axe, no smoke. Alright, AM's gonna buy back now, but I don't think he can do this alone. An axe. He 4-stars forward, but not gonna get anything out of it. Upheaval, gonna slow down Emmy Dazzler, but Emmy Dazzler, he has a full heart now. I don't know. Clockwork getting jumped by the AM, but he's not taking any damage at all. Ghost Ship Fleet coming out. Zillidan in a ton of trouble. Walks back into the Ghost Ship Fleet. The Chaotic Offering comes down with the Fatal Bonds, but they're just gonna farm these golems for lunch. Ice Blast hits the AM, the Torrent Storm as well. Is really like putting. Yeah, the PK, he's taking so much damage, he's not gonna die. And Dr. Bib is him versus the bot. He manages to finally kill PK, but he's gonna die here, and I think this is going to be the game. I mean, Gyro wasn't even there for that. PK just making so much space for his team. He like absorbed the entire AM initiation. Didn't even die. It took him ages to die, and then he finally got mana voided. That guy, PK, definitely the MVP this game. He played out of his mind, I think. I mean, I don't know what he normally plays like, but that was a pretty incredible showing. I mean, generally, I mean that was probably the closest game we've seen all week. Most of the games in week 1 were kind of stompy, unfortunately, but this one, I mean, the draft was pretty close. I had my doubts about the AM pick. I think it was, it's not a good AM game. The only spellcaster hero that they picked the AM to was like AA, and I don't know. I feel like any other carry could have probably done a better job. I mean, they were kind of falling behind a bit in the early mid game when AM was still like ramping up, but I feel like if it was like a Drow, they could have taken this game really quickly. They had a pretty decent size advantage like early on. Axe, you gotta, it's not the fastest blink, but it was okay. But a good showing from Fail at Discord. I think they did really well closing out this game. I have to say again, PK, like, this guy played like a madman.